Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is your boy Lennon Pope, and I'm here with a recap of day one of E3. Now, I'm going to be talking about Xbox One and PS4 in this one, and we're going to start with Xbox as they went early in the morning, so let's get straight to it. So, Xbox came out with really a lackluster lineup. They want you to remember ReCore. When I saw the gameplay of it, I was just like, this looks stiff. It doesn't look fun. They showed off Gwent. I mean, that's I don't know what to say to that. Then they went on a spiel about Minecraft, the Division, which a lot of people are pissed off with the Division. What else? Let's see. Oh, they showed off a what is it called? The Final Fantasy trailer, Final Fantasy 15 trailer, which, well, I mean, it looked cool, but it didn't really do much for me. And then it started going into their their indie games, and I will give them this: We Happy Few looks really good, and I'm gonna probably play it and I'm gonna try it out. But then they went into Scalebound. Scalebound looks horrible. Then they showed State of Decay, which looked awesome, but I mean, all this stuff does not look too good, you know what I mean? It just, I don't know, it was a very uneventful E3 for Xbox until, and I'm gonna say until, they started showing off the Xbox One S, the new controllers, and then Project Scorpio. I was excited. I'm excited for these things. You know, the One S is gonna bring, basically upgrade your system just a little bit, and it's still gonna cost the same of the Xbox right now. And it comes out in August. And then they announced Project Scorpio, which is gonna have 6 teraflops of blah blah blah, whatever. It's gonna be the most powerful console ever, and that's all well and good, but they're just like, oh, it's gonna come out 2017 or holiday 2017. And that led me to start thinking, maybe the reason why they're so lackluster in their games this year, and not talking about like, oh, well, we're gonna have this game next year and this game next year, is because next year at E3 they're gonna be like, look, we're releasing the Project Scorpio, and hey, look, this is the lineup we're gonna have for this one. And they're already, you know, not abandoning per se the Xbox One, but ramping up that new cycle of that system. So that's what I thought as a gamer myself. Don't hold me to anything. I'm not an insider. I'm just one of you. I'm just telling you my insights. But yeah, so I was thinking at the end of that conference, I'm like, man, all PlayStation has to do is show off their new system, and they won this because there was really nothing memorable about this, you know, press conference. Okay, so, you know, I wait all day. I watched the Ubisoft one. If you guys didn't watch it, it was good. I'll be talking about some of those games, but then the PlayStation 4, you know, came out, and they mentioned that they've sold over 40 million copies of their PlayStation, and you can tell because they got a full orchestra for their whole E3 conference. They had a full orchestra, you know, playing music for the game, playing music for people when they come out. I mean, basically like, look, we have money, we're gonna just throw it at you. But as soon as they started E3, the first thing they come out with is God of War, and I'm like, oh, there it is, PlayStation 1. You know, how can you not say that when they brought one of their biggest titles out and been like, here, look, there's a new God of War. So I'm like, holy shit, you know, this is awesome. And I'm like, okay, you know, there's no chance for, you know, for Xbox to come back from this. And then they showed the, what is it called? The Last Guardian, and there was a release date. So I know everyone's like, "Oh my God, The Last Guardian's finally coming out!" And if you guys don't know, it's October 20 something, October, I believe in October. But I'm like, "Oh my God, there's nothing they can do wrong." And then they start going with Crash Bandicoot, Skylanders, and then it's like it starts getting worse and worse and worse. And then they start showing off their VR. And they're pushing their VR like it's $400. It's gonna come out in August, and I'm like, okay. And they had a really cool demo with Resident Evil. It looked like that, like Silent Hill when they were doing the Norman Reedus one. It looked like that, and I was excited for it. And then they're like, oh, it's gonna be fully playable in VR. I was like, all right, that's cool. And then they started having their original, and then they started going off on their whole, their whole spiel about VR this, VR that, VR. So we're getting hit over the head with their VR. And then out of the blue, they show this space game. Like I'm like, me and my friends are like, what the hell is this? We're like, and I'm like, oh, this might be like EVE Online or something, And then the guy jumps in the spaceship, flies out, gets into a dogfight with another space vehicle, destroys it, then lands on the ship, and then proceeds to grapple hook everywhere and start killing everyone. And we're all like, damn, this looks pretty good. What is this game? They breach inside the thing. They start fighting inside, and we're like, man, this game looks pretty badass. I wonder what it is. And then at the end, it's like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and we're like, all of us just were like, what the fuck? Like, we gave this game so much shit, and here we are. They didn't even show it at the beginning, because I know no one would have gave it a chance. But that game looked amazing, and I was like, holy shit, that was awesome. So there was that, and and then from there they played Horizon Zero Dawn. That was good, And then they had a new original IP. I can't remember what it's called. I'll have to look it up. But it looked like a newer version of, what is it? What is it called? The Last of Us. It looked like a newer version of The Last of Us, and I mean, it looked good, but they ended the conference on that, and we were all waiting for that big announcement of, here's the new PlayStation, the PlayStation whatever, 4.5, whatever they were gonna call it. And I was thinking, like, PlayStation didn't win. It was basically a draw, because yeah, they had all these amazing games, but they didn't bring out the new console. And then it's like Xbox had really no games, but they had the new console. So in my opinion, it's like a draw. I mean, PlayStation's known for their new Final Fantasy. If they would have just said, hey, we're teasing Final Fantasy 7 again, it would be like, oh, amazing. Or, hey, we're gonna tease you with something else. It would have been awesome, but they didn't. They were just like, oh, here's our stuff, and here's our games, and that's it. And here's VR, 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 VR. And you're like, I understand VR is the new thing, but you're force feeding it to us by this point, And I was like, where's the new system? I mean, Xbox showed off a new system. I'm pretty sure. Alright guys, I'm going to tell you what I think. I'm not, like I said, I'm not an insider or anything, but I think they held off on telling everyone about their new system because they're trying to push their VR. And if they told us about a new system, that their VR announcement would go by the wayside, and everyone would be like, well, why am I going to get the VR when I'm just going to save it for the new system anyways? But that's my opinion, guys. I'm pretty underwhelmed by both. I mean, I'm excited for all these PlayStation games, but where's the system? I'm excited for these new systems with Xbox, but where's the games? I mean, Gears of War and Forza Horizon 3, I mean, come on. I mean, I know there's going to be other games from other developers, but I don't know. It just underwhelmed me, guys. What do you think? the most excited game I'm looking forward to is For Honor, and that came out of the Ubisoft press conference, and that game looks amazing to me. So tell me what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below. Tell me if I'm an idiot or if you agree with me. Remember, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. And until the next one, I'm your boy Lennon Pope, and I'm out.